Hello YouTube, welcome to part 2 of my mini restoration vlog. Let's go.
Well, you might think that the restoration was complete in the last video, and you might be right, but that was mostly cosmetic stuff. There is mechanical stuff left, mainly the suspension, and I'll show you what the problem is. There is also a little bit of a cosmetic component left, but we'll get to that later once we're done with the suspension. So let's get started. So one of the biggest issues with changing the engine but keeping the original suspension was that the car now has a phenomenon called bump steer. When the wheels are pointing straight, the camber is fine, but as you can see, when we turn left or right, the camber and the caster both go out of sync. One wheel has a negative camber while the other one has a positive camber. And as you can imagine, it is like steering a tub of jelly. So this needs to be fixed ASAP. So these are the calipers. Damn. When they say heavy duty, they mean heavy. Look at the size of this. I don't even have something like this on the Sportage. Proper heavy duty stuff. What else? Yeah, so I showed you ball joint kit and axles. What do we have here? Brake pads. Nice. Yeah, what else? Another ball joint kit. And there's some stuff under here, but I need to take out all of this. So, nuts and bolts. Properly happy. So after receiving the parts, it was straight to the workshop. First off, the hubs needed replacement. One of the biggest culprits of the whole issue were the hubs, because the hubs on the car currently were that from an Alto, the same car that the engine is from as well. So the hubs needed to go back to the original ones. After that, we put on the disc brakes. It had old drum brakes, obviously, which were of no use. And these discs were compatible with the new hubs. So I thought to upgrade rather than using old drums to these new disc brakes, which I think is a very, very good upgrade. So a snag that we've hit with the new hubs. So these are the original hubs. The last ones, the ones that are on the back, were a bit altered. So they had Japanese rims on because that was 100 PCD, and I think that the rims were 100 PCD and the hub was 101 PCD, so you could just squeeze it in. But this is a way smaller stud pattern, stud footprint, PCD, whatever you want to call it. So we have sent the rims to Shoba. We're gonna seal off the old holes and make new ones according to the hub. And hopefully that should be able to fix the problem. We also need to fix sort of the steering rod as well. So let's see how that goes. So the months-long process of putting all the parts in the car is finally complete. And we're putting back together the wheels, the final touches, and it's time to take this for a test drive and see if the parts even work. So we're almost near the finish line. Most of the stuff is done. All the new components have gone on the car. There's a slight alignment issue still, because when you turn a little bit to the left, it goes sharp left. To the right, it's fine, but that's an alignment issue. They tried getting aligned by a guy over here, but he doesn't understand old cars. So that's something that needs to be sorted. The speedometer is not working. Again, that's a small fix. I'm a little worried about the temperature because it goes up. So that needs fixing. I think just radiator wash and some good dose of coolant should solve that problem. And yeah, other than that, a few little nicks and knacks sounds coming from the rear suspension. So again, that's the purpose of a test drive. It's been at the workshop for quite a while, and yeah, we're gonna figure this out. After that, the next part is installing the fog lights and the bumpers. So, whoa, almost in our Land Cruiser. So let's go and take another test drive with the mechanic. He's just about to join me. Let's go. So first things first, we have to get the wheel alignment done. You would also notice the really nice reverse light on the Mini, courtesy of Umar Hayat. But anyhow, coming back to the wheel alignment, this isn't a regular car. It doesn't have a regular suspension. You just can't take it to any old alignments workshop and expect them to align it for you. So I've discovered Hidayat Ustaz in Takar, Peshawar. He's one of the best in understanding old cars. He actually knows what adjustments need to be made, not just with a spanner, but some things he has to machine, some things he has to sort of warm up and force into place. But I've always found him to be the best when it comes to aligning the Mini at least and other old cars. So shout out to Hidayat Ustaz. If you guys are in Peshawar, do check out his workshop. It's in Dhaka. I can also share his number on the screen if you guys go to him at any point in time. Part that I got before I even got the hubs, and that is the bumpers that had been sitting in a store that I brought today as well. So let's hand them over to the dentist straight from the UK. Let's go take them. I hope I don't bend them, and I hope that they're fine because they've been sitting in NIC's storeroom for a very long time. And yeah, let's take them out if we can. There we go. One set. So with the new bumpers, we've also got the 4-light PS setup on the front. I don't know if I've shown those lights to you guys, but I scored them pretty nice. 2 of them from Sultan Kapoor, 2 of them from Shubha. So 2 yellow, 2 white, they're gonna go on the front. And then I have the older original fog lights that came with the car. So I might mount them under the bumper and go full spec, crazy, rally style Mini thing. We're also gonna put a racing number on the side with a white circle and the number 37 in it. So let's see when that happens. For now, really happy with the bumpers. Obviously, they're the old ones, but really happy with the new bumpers. They took them with the chrome and everything. So let's see how all of it comes together. So the bumper's fitting is complete. Obviously this is a mock fit. Now there's other denting, welding work that needs to be done in the car. There were some damage to the bonnet, so that needs to be prepped. Everything else needs to be prepped for paint. There was some water damage in the trunk, so obviously that needs to be fixed, and there needs to be a sound dampening layer that needs to go in the front.
So meanwhile, the car is getting prepped for paint, we can shift our attention to something else that I have been looking forward for a very long. And those are these rally lights that I mentioned earlier. We're going to fabricate a custom bar that the lights are going to sit on. We're going to chrome it, then fit it on the front grille, and hopefully it will look really, really nice. So let's get to it. So the lights are finally on, and I do have to say they look incredible. The Mini has completely transformed. It looks like the actual Mini from the good old days of the Monte Carlo rally races. Really happy with this. Other progress is coming along steadily as well. The boot rust is fixed, and we are almost ready for paint. And talk about paint, the fender flares were in really bad shape, so I will be painting those as well. The rear quarters, the front quarters, those are getting repainted. So I think other than the doors and the roof, almost the whole car is getting a refresh. We've got the sound dampening sheets in the boot, and the fender flares are all primed and ready for paint. Some of the other things that I fixed were some rattles in the bonnet. That's why it got welded. It's getting painted as well. The front fender got painted. And one of the other things that I fixed were the door hinges, because the door hinges were a little loose. Over the years, they had gotten a little loose. So I had them welded again, and obviously then they had to be painted again already. Yes, the interior is a mess, but it is what it is. The boot, however, is not painted. I had it freshly compound and polished, but it has not been painted. But inside the boot, on the sound dampening sheet, it looks amazing, if I could say so myself. And as I mentioned earlier, the hinges, they were welded and fitted again, so that they would track as such. Overall, really happy with the progress. The color has really popped out. If you guys are wondering what color code this is, so this is, I don't know the code, but this is the red color from the Toyota catalog, specifically the Toyota console. And we also have a fresh new chrome strip that was fabricated earlier in the video, and I'm really happy with it still now. So overall, it's all done, and now it's time for the big reveal. For the mini restoration vlog, I hope you guys liked the video. If you guys want to see more automotive content, classic cars restoration, classic bikes restoration, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Share this video with a friend, leave a comment, let me know which is your favorite classic car, and make sure to come back for more automotive. Take care, till next time.